The other day, one of my friends asked me to watch this video that said how raw foods almost killed her, or why she had to stop eating raw foods. And I did watch it, and I just wanted to say, if you watch videos like that and it makes you feel confused, I just have two things that I want to share with you to watch out for when you're watching things like that. I'm just going to drink my smoothie with you. I just did my workout. The smoothie is bananas and frozen berries and some green powder. It's delicious. So let's get back to the topic here. Why do people put out these videos, and what can you look for to see if their experience is something that you need to pay attention to, and that if their advice is something that you need to heed? So this is not going to be long. I could go way into it, but this is going to be a very short video. Just two simple observations I made about this video, and it's very similar with other videos that I've seen along these lines of, my life was bad. I went vegan. I went into raw foods. I felt amazing. And then all of a sudden I felt terrible. So I went back to eating meat or cooked foods, but it's usually go back to eating meat. So why is that? Well, one sec. The first observation I made is that this particular woman and many others, you can hear it in their tone of voice. They say, "Oh my goodness, I was trying so hard. I just had to figure out what was wrong with me. And I went full into it with this and all of these, a cup of chia seeds and just greens, all the blenders full of greens all the time. And I was trying so hard." And you can tell, like, the intensity is there, right? The frantic stress. It's not always the food that causes our problems. We often have emotional things that are interfering with our well-being. And when you attack life, your physical health, your goals, whatever it is, your problems, with that much intensity, it sends all of these alarm bells, warning signals to your nervous system. And your nervous system starts to freak out. When your nervous system is on high alert, you're in fight or flight, your immune system is not going to function correctly, because your body does not care if you catch a cold if you are in imminent peril. So one of the things that really gets in people's way health-wise is being so uptight and stressed and intense about everything, especially about their food and their diet. I've talked about this in other videos, but Jesus specifically says, do not worry about what you will eat or what you will drink. Doesn't mean don't plan ahead, but don't frantically wring your hands and stress about it. That's the first thing I noticed is, if you are having problems with your diet, check your nervous system. Are you on constant fight or flight? Is your cortisol constantly through the roof? Are you not sleeping well? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with your heart pounding? Or do you have trouble falling asleep? Are you on edge and every little thing kind of sets you off? These are some really important things to think about. That's number one. Okay, number two is, this person said, I was feeling better when on the raw food diet. I was drinking green juice and doing the fruit and all the things, right? She said. And then she started to experience all these weird symptoms that really scared her. She said she was getting, I think she said she had some styes in her eye, and she had body aches and, I don't know, hair falling out, whatever. People always have lots of things, and I did too. You can go back to some of my videos. I had 2 very large styes in each eye, like I had one in each eye. Never had that before. I had massive hair loss. I had random pains. Stuff happens, and what's going on is your body is cleansing. It's finally able to detox. And when you are when you're on cooked foods and when you're on processed foods and meat and dairy and things like that, your body is just in maintenance mode. It's cleaning a little bit as it goes to try to keep up with the mess that's happening that you're putting in your mouth. But it can't really have a chance to do some deep cleaning. So when you stop all that stuff, your body, after a while, begins to trust you that you are giving it priority to clean and to detox. And it will take you at your word and say, oh, good, I have some time now to do some heavier work. So you start to get all these random symptoms, and that's when people start to say, oh my goodness, the raw diet did not work for me. I got to go back to meat, or I got to go back to rice and potatoes and whatever. Not that those things are bad, but you're just stopping the deep cleansing process. And they say, I felt so much better because the detox stopped. That's why you feel better. Now, we shouldn't always be in a chronic detox. If you feel bad long term, then you probably do need to look at your diet and see if you're getting enough calories and enough support for your activity level. That's definitely an important issue. But if you're going through these kind of waves of not feeling good and then feeling better and then not feeling good and feeling better, chances are that your body is deep cleaning. That's been my experience. I'm not a doctor. Of course, you should get these things checked out if it'll make you feel better. But that's oftentimes what's happening. And as soon as you get freaked out and stop eating the fruits and your raw vegetables and you go back to cooked foods and meats and things like that, your body will stop cleansing and it will go back to maintenance mode. And you might feel better short term. So those are the two things that I really wanted to mention just briefly. When you're watching these movies, check the tone. If there's desperation and stress, then it's not always the food. This person is having some emotional issues, and switching to a raw vegan diet definitely can stir up some emotional cleansing as well as physical. So if you are in a situation where you are freaked out, you're getting worried, I've been there so many times. I've wondered if what I'm doing is right, or if I'm wrecking my health or my hormones or my thyroid, or fill in the blank. Just trust your body, and trust that God designed your body to eat fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. That's the way we were originally intended in Genesis. That was God's first prescription diet plan for mankind. Are we allowed to eat other things? Absolutely. You sure can. Please know that I'm giving you permission if that's what your heart desires. God will not be upset with you. Neither will I. No one should, really. But please don't be afraid that you're going through some symptoms right now. Just hang on. Trust your body. Trust your design. Lean into it. Give yourself extra rest. And just know that it's only temporary. I tell myself this all the time. This is only temporary. It's okay. It's only temporary. It's going to go away. You're fine. You're safe. And so just know that if you're going through some stuff, it might be good for you. I know it feels bad, but some things that aren't pleasant are really what we need. I hope that helps encourage you today if you are struggling on the raw food diet, if you're wondering if you're doing the right thing, and if you're getting swayed by all of these dramatic videos about how I almost died from eating fruits and vegetables, and I almost went into kidney failure, and I almost had whatever, fill in the blank, insulin I don't know, whatever they say. How many people do you know? I'm sure you know people that are diabetic or pre-diabetic. How many of them do you know eat fruit? A lot of fruit all the time. How many diabetics eat 10 bananas a day, or 6 or 7 or 8? How many of them eat an ice cream for dessert or a dinner, and apples and celery and pears and grapes and dates for lunch, and big, huge banana berry smoothies for breakfast? I guarantee you there is not a single one Again, there might be, I don't know, but I don't think so. Tell me if I'm wrong. But anyways, you're okay. We're all okay. Look at the people that are out walking around seemingly doing very well, eating terrible things. My beloved stepfather, who I just love with all my heart, he eats a Pepsi and donut for breakfast, a hot dog for lunch, and steak for dinner. And he is in his late 80s. I wouldn't say he's thriving, but he's surviving and he's living a full life. So if you're worried about eating fruits and vegetables and how much sugar is in the fruit and how much oxalates are in your kale, maybe don't. Maybe just give yourself permission to not worry about it. All right, just a few of my personal opinions and thoughts for you today. I hope that it helps. And until next time, I hope that you feel blessed, healthy, thriving, and plant-based, and full of grace for yourself and for others too. Okay, see you next time.